As crew members were working, cleaning floors and walls, they were delivering drinks, putting food out on the Lido deck, announcements were made across the fleet on Carnival Cruise Line ships that said something to the effect of, "Attention, crew members. You may be able to take your mask off." We all wondered, how would it happen? How would we get to the point when crew members could go ahead and take that thing off? And that's exactly how it happened. So many of you islanders are on cruise ships right now, and that's what you reported. That at that moment, when the captain came on the speaker and said, "You may take your mask off," that literally crew members stopped what they were doing, and if they wanted to, they took their mask off. Let's talk about this big news from Carnival and Princess right now on Island Time. A big happy Friday to all you Islanders. We've made it to the end of the week. Here we are. We are kicking off this weekend, right? We are keeping it going depending on when you're watching this video. Thank you for stopping by Island Time. I am Derek. Together, let's drop our anchors right now. Let's take some time and spend in the islands together. Go ahead and take it off in the islands. Go ahead, take that mask off. That's what Carnival has said you can do. Crew members, as they were working, heard that announcement to take off your mask. And how fitting is it in this month of October? It's a month of mask, is it not? How many of us have been looking at masks for our kids, our nieces and nephews? We're looking at what mask to buy, what's perfect for these Halloween events and festivities. We're talking about masks. We're putting on masks this month, but Carnival Cruise Line tells its crew, you can take yours off if you want to. How neat is that? When the announcement was made, it was neat to see and to hear these stories that are already rolling in. You know, I was watching this crew member as they were cleaning. They heard the announcement and they had a choice there in that moment. If they wanted to continue wearing the mask, they could, and no one would have said anything to them. But if they wanted to take that mask off, then they could. That is the news today. It is big news from Carnival Cruise Line. If you sell Princess as well, similar news or the same news for sister brand Princess Cruises as well. Many of us know this mask requirement has been in place for crew members since the cruise restart in July of 2021. We as passengers have been able to have the choice to take off the mask if we so choose, or wear it if we choose. Crew members have not had the choice until now. Here's what Carnival Cruise Line is saying. I will share with you in just a second what Cookie, a cruise director on board the Carnival Horizon, has said. Carnival shared this first. An update to face mask requirements was issued today for our shipboard team members. Face masks are still recommended, but no longer required indoors, except in the medical center where they are still required. That makes sense. And look at this picture right here from the Cookie Monster. A lot of you know him from the Carnival Breeze. He's on the horizon right now. He shares this. Masks are now optional for the team members. Thank you in all caps. Crying emojis as well. You all can finally see our smiles inside and out. We are slowly but surely getting back to the hashtag fun, hashtag no more mask, hashtag 2 years later, hashtag all teeth. And Cookie, you're exactly right. We as passengers now get to see your face, your facial expressions, your smiles. Crew members do so much to please us, and they do to a T. But have we not missed seeing their face? Have we not missed, whenever we say thank you to these crew members, when we hand them a tip or hand them a gift, we have missed seeing those beautiful faces, the smiles, and now we get to see them if crew members so choose to take off their masks, as they are now optional There's so much around this story. One thing that I think is really neat is that really one of the first ships where passengers started to see crew members without masks. Of course, John Hild is on board now, the Carnival Ecstasy. If you did not check out our show yesterday of the Carnival Ecstasy and her leaving Cozumel for the last time, the pilot was on board the Ecstasy, got off. There were some funny stories by John Hild. The captain shared that the Ecstasy is indeed going to be breached. She's going to be scrapped. Check out the video. Here it is right here. You can click on it. But I think it was interesting, and it brings some sort of wholesomeness that the Ecstasy, who's leaving the fleet tomorrow, guests are getting off the ship tomorrow. How cool was it for those crew members who have busted their tail for months, still wearing the mask because they had to? Some of them maybe wanted to, but they did have to. They're vaccinated, they're boosted, they had to wear the mask. How neat is it that right before the Ecstasy leaves the fleet, we kind of have this whole thing put back together now. Let's have your choice here. Take off the mask if you want to. I thought that was cool. Personally, some of you may think, Derek, that's stupid. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. To me, that just brought some peace. It brought some joy. I hope it did for you as well. I wanted to remind you that Carnival's not the first one to say, crew members, you get to choose. Royal Caribbean did the same earlier this month. It was in certain locations, certain ships. From what we understand now, what's been reported by fellow islanders, and that's been expanded. I mentioned Princess Cruises has done the same thing, as Princess and Carnival are both owned by Carnival Corporation. And as we think about this, things are starting to get back to normal, right? There's not much left of these COVID-19 protocols across the industry. Norwegian, of course, just a couple of weeks ago said you don't have to be vaccinated, you don't have to test, that's up to you. That is coming to Carnival and Royal Caribbean. It's not there yet. As of now, you still have to show your vaccine card or a test, which the test, you can show a picture of the test, you can bring the test. It's very flexible. But crew members being able to take off their mask was one of the last things that was very evident from COVID-19. And one thing I want to point out is that these protocols, they've changed rapidly the last 2 or 3 weeks. We haven't seen a big outbreak. We haven't seen case numbers increase dramatically. We haven't seen life-threatening situations, and that validates that maybe, yes, this is the time that these protocols start to drop. Let me ask you this, Islanders. Are you in favor of getting back 100% to normal? Going the route that Norwegian Cruise Line has gone, which says, don't worry about showing a vaccine card, don't worry about showing a test. You show up to embark on the ship and embark on the ship. Crew members, don't worry about wearing masks. Are you ready for that? Is this the time? Let us know in the comment section below. We would love to hear from you. And let me invite you now, if you're not an official Islander, you are not a subscriber to this show, you are missing out on a great community. Just look at that show yesterday, what was provided to us. We are looking for you to become part of this community. All you have to do is subscribe. Make sure you turn on that bell so that you receive notifications when we upload content, and you're going to want to. We cruise in less than 2 weeks on the Norwegian Prima. Islanders, as I leave you today, I have to show you another piece of the Carnival Ecstasy. This piece is from yesterday, as the Carnival Ecstasy is leaving Progreso for the very last time. Fellow Islander Jason Cooper, who is on board and who has shared pictures and video all week long on our Facebook page. If you want to see it, our Facebook page, that link is in the description of this video. But Jason Cooper captures this 90 seconds here of the Carnival Ecstasy leaving the last port of call with paying passengers. Wait till you see it. Wait till you hear the horn. This is it. This is it. Enjoy the video, Islanders. We'll see you in the comment section below. We'll see you, of course, on our Facebook page and tomorrow right here on Island Time.